This is a first in a series of screencasts that will be available on how to use Tableau dashboards. This one will just go over the basics on how to use a dashboard in general. The specifics to the dashboards that you have available to you will be talked about in other screencasts. As you get into using these, you'll probably be able to figure them out on your own and just play with them and see what does what. But to begin with, you can come over here to the Redbook index, Redbook in your index of Infinite Campus, and select that. I'm going to just widen this out a little bit. I'm going to slide down here. Hunter Berryhill has given me permission to use his English 10 from last year, so we'll use that as an example. Now, I need to tell you right now that we're going to find how you get into it's a little bit different for each of us, and nobody's sure why. Some of you will be able to just click on it with your mouse button like you would anything else in Infinite Campus and have it open up within the Infinite Campus window. Mine did that till Monday. Mine no longer does. I have to right click on it, and some of you, if not most, will have to do this as well, and select open the link in a new tab. And when I do that, a new tab opens up top in my browser, which is off the screen that you're viewing, but I'm going to click that now. To sign in, you're going to use your same username and password that you do to sign on to the network each morning. So let me sign in. And you'll see it does expand briefly there. Okay, so that's the basics of just simply getting signed into the dashboards. Now, in terms of maneuvering around, there are a number of filters available on dashboards that operate in a variety of ways. On the left-hand side here, under Common Assessments, this filter allows me to check multiple items at one time. I could select all, or deselect all. Now, if I wanted just a couple of these items that are in here, it's important to note that you need to wait for it to load each one at a time. I can't just go right down the list and click on them quickly, or I won't get everything I'm looking for. It needs to load. I'm going to reselect all. I can select by abbreviation. So if I scroll through the window, you can see there's a number of common assessments from Hunter's classes that are listed here. I can search, select on the search key, type in the abbreviation for my assessment and find it that way. Or I could type in Hunter's, and I could select just checking this box now, and I would get Hunter's data only for that. So there's a couple of different filters there. Now, the last filter I want to show you on the screen is on the bottom. This is an important one to pay attention to on any of these dashboards. You need to know what data you're looking for and over what time period. Are you looking for just this school year, just last school year, just a particular term? And you have sliders here on the date bar. So you can just slide it to where you would like it. It's going to refresh now that I did that. Or I can also click in the window and type the date as well. And same over here. You can see right now it's going to September 8th of this year. And I don't want this year at all, so I'm just going to slide back and plug it into the summer somewhere. And now I know that I have data from last year only. Most of the dashboards will have a variety of tabs across the top, as you see here. So this is by common assessment, by student, by course, teachers, so on. And you can try these different tabs to see what sort of data is available to you. When you hover over some of these numbers, you'll see some more options pop up. I could come down here, pause too long, come down here to keep only. If I select keep only, you can see everything else has disappeared in that window. One of the places I probably should have started to begin with is right up here, the second icon of these four, revert all. It's a good idea to always select that whenever you open up a dashboard for the first time. That makes sure you're starting with clean data. As a result of that, I do need to come down here, slide this back into the summer, get this year out of the way. Now again, when I hover, if I come up here, view data, I'm not sure there's a need for you to do that because it's just the data that's behind that, who the students are that have those scores. There are other tabs that have the data up here for you. and you can export it into an Excel sheet if you wanted to as well. So I'm not sure there really would be need to do that, but those options are there. Another thing to understand is most of these dashboards are set up with global filters. So what I do on this tab of the dashboard will be reflected on another tab. Now that's not always the case. You just need to look in the tab. So if I have, and I deselect all here, I'm going to go back and pick just analysis and interpretation now. And if I come over here to my course, you can see there's only analysis and interpretation. Well, that's because this was a global filter that eliminated the other options. So I'm going to go back there because I want them all again. And we have each item back. So most of them are set up that way, and it'll be pretty obvious to you as you work through them if there's one that's not. If I had gone to the next tab and the other scores were there, then I know I have everything still. Up top here are a couple other options. And if you select on this, it can give you an image or a PDF. If for some reason you need a PDF of this view, if there's something you're looking to use as part of a presentation. You can also get the data as an image. I'm not sure why you would need that, but you might. Cross tab is just a way to export the data out of there. But again, this data is coming from your gradebooks. But what you don't have is combined data within your gradebook. So there might be a reason you would want to use that, and I could help you with that if that were the case. Or just go ahead and give it a try. Select on that, come down to cross tab, and say you want to download your data, and just see what that gives you. So those are the basics of using the dashboard, and as I said, I'll do a couple of other screencasts to talk about the specifics. This one I'm showing now will be the first one we do, because this is the one that everybody has available to them and will have data in, and that's the Common Assessment Dashboard that lets you look at your school-wide goals information.